What is going on, Governor? Chisgule here, and today we've got sweet new patch notes to check out. Are they good for free to play? Do they fix KVK? Let's find out. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to real-time react to the patch notes. Then we're going to max spin the Ramsey's wheel because commanders. And if you like Rise of Kingdoms guides where we help you get value and smash your enemies, consider subscribing for daily Rise of Kingdoms updates. My friends, Ian's Ballads are nearly here. On 4.7, they're going to patch this into the game. There's going to be downtime as usual, and we'll get a little bit of compensation. The new event is going to hook us up with some really sweet stuff. It looks like there's going to be material choice chests and also epic equipment. If we look really closely, I see a helmet, a chest piece, and a glove. Maybe a set. A set would be cool. My recommendation to you would be that you just go look in the blacksmith the second that this patch has finished, and I bet you that it's going to be there for you to see what those will look like. I expect a combat-related set. No more of these gathering freaking shenanigans. I know people want to go make that gear and farm an Ark of Osiris League, but give me a break. So, Ian's, the Bard has spread to all corners of the world, or at least his ballads have, and it's a multiplayer event. Sounds awesome. I love that they're trying to teach us history in this game. Maybe we'll learn something, maybe we won't, but I'm going to get rewards either way, so I'm excited about it. Peerless Scholar will gradually open up to all kingdoms within 2 weeks after the update. So the Lyceum of Wisdom will be a new structure where there'll be a trivia quiz system, and they're saying it's massive. I think it's pretty funny that they're trying to smash a trivia game into Rise of Kingdoms. And at first, my reaction was kind of like, why would I be interested in this? But then I realized that this actually gives me a way to share Rise of Kingdoms with other people in my life. I'm going to sit down with the live stream fairy, aka my wife, and we'll do the trivia together. And that's actually kind of a cool idea. So I at first was not so hot on this because it's do I really want to have to do trivia to get rewards? I think this will be a huge victory for free-to-play if there's not a way to spend money on this. If there's a way to, gem more chances or stuff like that, I'll be a little bit bummed. But hopefully these rewards are really good. They're indicating it's a massive pool of gems, which could be really good. I like that there's an opportunity here to get more goodies, and if you don't have to pay anything to do it, that's a huge free-to-play victory. Hopefully, it's not like the Lucerne Scrolls, where there's a pass tier or, something you could buy, a higher tier of the event for rewards. But that might be a thing that they do. We'll have to see. There's an opportunity for a huge free-to-play victory here. Other optimizations include your city area being expanded. Thank goodness. It was getting a little cramped in my city. A new healing kingdom buff. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you've ever seen the gif of Cookie Monster getting a giant cookie for his birthday, but that's the reaction that we have to this. Healing kingdom buff is going to be really good for KVK. It also seems like a really weird way of supporting kingdoms that are trying to get out of Imperium by filling their hospitals. I have kind of mixed feelings about that aspect of it, but for KVK, I think it's pretty great. Added a quick forge to the blacksmith, that thing that I'm not sure we needed. I mean, I enjoy combining gear. It takes time, but whatever, it's fine. You can now specify governors to block from your mailbox. Beautiful. Get out. Abuse mail? Get out. All right, change the way Shadow Legion now calculates. Now as an alliance event ends, the results are calculated immediately and rewards are sent. Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's so good. Previously, what you had to do is have people stay in the alliance after the event was run. They couldn't go anywhere. So this really screwed up KVK. We had to time it for the last couple hours of the event and then hope we weren't attacked in a bunch of places. But then we were doing it in the middle of peak fighting in KVK. It was just a disaster. So hopefully this will make it a little bit easier. Brand new panel for binding accounts. Don't know what that means. Panel for binding accounts? What am I binding? Chat? Help me out down below. Now when governors immigrate, the game will determine in advance if they satisfy all the requirements. Okay, that's cool. Special immigration applications will expire if they're not processed within 3 days. Basically, when a kingdom reaches Imperium, they're top 32 by power, and that's based on the top 300 players in the kingdom. They can, every month, bring someone in with a special request to the king, and now those requests will expire within 3 days. Commanders that have not reached their usage requirement, a kingdom reaching a certain number of days, will not be available for use in Sunset Canyon and Lost Canyon. I thought that was already the case, so that's a good thing. You can't have really amazing commanders from my kingdom and then go to like a really young kingdom that just finished its first KVK and use those commanders in Canyon. During the matchmaking for Ark of Osiris, newer kingdoms will not be matched against a kingdom with a relatively older history. Phenomenal. Like, look, it's not really fair. They don't think about or evaluate the commander strength of the two groups that are fighting, just sort of the troop volume and some amount of the tech. So I think it's very good that they're improving Ark of Osiris pairing. And this is crucial. Governors can no longer teleport a city within a certain radius of a pass. Beautiful. This thing called pass blocking is really lame. I called it out in Season 1 of KVK that it was really lame. I mean, one perspective would be that it was a really intelligent use of the game mechanics. The other is that it just defeats the whole point of having passes, which is that basically if you place enough cities in all the right places around a pass, they can't build a flag into the zone. So even if they take the pass, they can't go anywhere. And it's like, what? I'm sorry. I thought the whole point was we were supposed to fight over territory, not cheese block territory, so you can't play the game. So I love that they're fixing that, and hopefully this is an adequate fix to how that works, and it doesn't just make it a little bit harder for people to do the exact same thing. We'll see. To further ensure balance now, advanced and powerful commanders may only be used in kingdoms that have been open for a long period of time. So presumably they're adding a requirement to some commanders, perhaps, for the number of days you have to have them before you can use them in a certain kingdom. I would say overall, this is a very exciting update, and it's honestly astonishing how much content they're giving us. We literally just got the new Lohar Arms Master training event and all the spring events, and now we're already going to be getting Ian's Ballads, and the new Soroli Crisis bosses. So we've got yet another group fight, which is really awesome. And we've also now got, this, long event that's a trivia game, but yet another thing to do in Rise of Kingdoms. I honestly think this bodes very well for the trajectory of the game. I personally would hope that they start to invest more effort and energy into KVK being the most insane, fun, intense experience that they can make rather than making a trivia game. But I am glad that they're doing stuff like this. I just hope that they shift a little bit of that focus back over to KVK, and who knows what sorts of things they might have cooking up on that front. Let's head over to our account and start spinning Ramses. All right, fam, we are going to rock the Ramses wheel. Max spinning this thing. We actually, if you can believe it, have people that are so hyped about this commander that they are considering expertising him even after the first wheel, which is nuts. There's so much value you get from spinning this wheel rather than using your universal commander sculptures, but they are so hyped about this guy. Also, I just pointed to his crotch. About this guy over here, that they are seriously considering expertising him, so that they've got him for the Ark of Osiris League match this weekend and for everything else we do. Also, what the heck was the spin? That's so many training speed ups, and that's actually really good speed ups right over there. But then the building speed ups. Come on. All right, let's keep going here. At least we get the rewards at the tier for 70. The reason people are so hyped about this commander, if you haven't seen my other videos where we talk about him, card up in the top, is that he is going to completely destroy the healing. He's going to completely destroy the healing for 2 seconds on whoever he's targeting after using his active skill, but that's only if you've expertised him. So I think that's an interesting thing to do to a commander, to basically say, if he's fine all the time, but if you get the expertise skill, he's completely different. I don't know. I have sort of mixed feelings about that compared to, say, the expertise skill on Leonidas, which is kind of crap all the time. Also, talk about crap all the time. All right, well, hopefully these spins improve. Maybe it's because I haven't claimed my rewards for 70, and the game's like, oh, well, if you don't want these, you must not want any legendary commander sculptures either. Speak of the devil. There's 2. All right. This, my friends, is called randomness. And what you got in the last spin has no impact on what you'll get in the next spin. A coin that has heads or tails on both sides still has heads or tails on both sides after every spin. There's 10 more legendary commander sculptures. Boom. Here we go. Let's spin this again. What do we got? Oh, so close to the 8 spot. We've gotten the 8 spot 0 times so far for this commander, which is a little disappointing. We kind of went like completely over the top getting the 8 spot for Guan, which was an amazing experience. There's one more legendary commander sculpture, but we can do better. What do we got? All right, one more. Slowly but surely getting our sculpts over here. So for those of you that are sticking around to this part of the video, we can talk a little bit about Ramsey's and give you the inside tip here, which is that I think the combination of Herman and Ramsey's open field is actually going to be so busted. Here's why. It's basically like a hard counter to a commander that heals right away. The way that works is you're going to silence them for 2 seconds with Herman, and then for the next 2 seconds, they're going to have the healing debuff applied. So normally, you'd sort of have a 2-second window where you could stop an active skill from doing any healing. But now, when you combine them like that, you actually have 4 seconds all in a row, because basically, if they would have cast it when they would have been silenced, they won't now until they have the healing debuff on them. So there's now a full 4-second window where they're not going to be able to heal, and when they do, it's completely shut down, which is super busted good. You can't do that with El Cid as a combo. That doesn't work that way, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be Herman, because you're going to need the full 2 seconds. Because I'm pretty sure that when the expertise fires off, on the next turn, the healing debuff will be applied. There's 3 more legendary commander sculptures. Baby, baby, baby. And what do we got over here? Yes, 15 more legendary commander sculptures. This, living the dream, drinking our caffeine, waking up this morning. I love waking up to patch notes, new content. I mean, like, yes, I am a sponsored creator, but I do love this game. And it is awesome that they are putting out new content, like, very regularly. I mean, that is an astonishing frequency for new content, especially compared to other mobile games that I keep my eyes on that just kind of get stagnant. It is very remarkable to me, the frequency with which we're getting some new stuff right now. There's some more speed ups. We've still not landed on that sweet, sweet 8 spot. Only 10 more spins to go. I don't know that it's going to happen. And yes, that's a challenge game. I challenge you to reward me with lots of... No, it's not. That's not how that works. There is a 2% chance that you land on that spot. So, you'd sort of expect 1 in every 50 spins to land on it. But the reality is that there's a 1 in 50 chance every single time you spin the wheel that you're going to actually end up with that. So the chances don't get any better the longer we do this. We have more chances, but the chances don't get better. All right. Well, I think we've got 0 more spins. That was it. Those are the spins. We end on a real sweet note over here. Real sweet note. Building speed ups. Let's go see how far we can take this commander now, which is super exciting. We'll go down to our good friend Ramsey's, and we can maybe max the first skill. Can we get there? Not quite. We're not quite going to be able to max the first skill. That's okay. On the topic of his skills, I would certainly max the first skill. The second skill seems really good, but there is linear progression. So you don't necessarily have to max this one out before you proceed, although it is a very good skill. The next skill is giving you a skill damage taken reduction, an archer attack bonus, which goes, all of these are going up at a linear rate, and archer march speed bonus. Geez, I mean, this commander's all in on attack. If all you wanted was the attack, you could max this skill, but if you're more interested in all the other stuff, I'm inclined to think you'd want to take him to 3 stars after you max the first skill. Troops led normal attacks have 10% chance to heal slightly wounded units. Yeah, I mean, this is expensive, but this is really expensive. But in my perfect world, I might try to max these first couple skills. That said, you don't even need to max them. It's just they're so good. Like 40% march speed. Wow, there's a 10% chance when attacked to increase your march speed by 40% and your attack by 40%. That's so good. That's so good. I'm gonna have to put some thought into this. I kind of maybe even prefer the time uptime of the 40% attack from over here. This, however, has a non-linear improvement, right? So it's going, well, that's really weird. Healing factor 200, they normally don't do this. Then there's a stepwise function up to 300, but then it goes up to 350? So like the first skill to the second skill level is really good on this, but the second to the third is less good, as is the third to the fourth. That's weird. I'm going to actually go check with my contacts because I bet you that's not right. I bet you that is a typo. I don't know what's going on here. Ramses. We've got 1,032 legendary commander sculptures, baby. We got work to do in here. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video or you want to see where I spend all those sculptures. Guana's looking pretty spicy these days. We'll see. Until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom. Then leave a comment down below. What do you think of the patch notes?